so I'm just booting up this. Just wanted to show you the operating system. They start up and show you just how quick they load up, really. So this is the Anbernic RG351V. Wood effect isn't actually wood. I mean, that would be so cool if that was wood. I mean, good God, that would be just, oh. But no, wood effect, plastic. Yeah, I love this. I love this device. I love the minis for their mininess. I absolutely love them for the mininess, but for the comfort and for me to just, to actually use and play long term, this is one of my favourites. 351V, quite a decent size. I should have brought some of the others out for comparison, but it's the bigger of the other ones because of the inclusion of the joypad here, of the analog stick, sorry. So I'll just take you through some of the systems on this one. So this is a special one I got because it's come from a YouTuber. I hadn't intended to, it's just one that was on eBay, come through this particular YouTube channel. Apparently had done a video on it, and then custom created all the ROMs on it, etc. It's a nice little package, I must admit. So let me take you through some bits on here. So, good old Sega Genesis. It's got to be one of my favourite computer systems, to be honest. Game Gear, Game Boy, Colour Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Dot Matrix. So these, what I'm showing you at the moment is just the emulators that this supports with this system. So on all of these, so if I go into here, look, we go into Game Boy. See. And as we go through each of the games, so you can actually put your screen art on. See. Changes through each one, and then I can select and play. But I'm not going to play these at the moment. I'm just going through and showing you. So Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Gear, Genesis, and Television, a bit of an older one. And they all have their own artwork for each emulator kind of. You can change all the themes as well. I mean, it's just the things you can do with these devices nowadays. So Atari Lynx, MAME, which is Multiple Arcade Machine Emulator, is what MAME stands for. So that's all different arcade machines. God, sorry, I've scrolled that way quick. So I don't get why that's got. I mean, Genesis is the American version of the Mega Drive. Mega Drive's the UK version. I don't get why I've still got my two separate ones there, but so Sega Master System, Mega Drive separate. This is the Super Nintendo MSU1 Media Enhancement. It was actually a Super Nintendo disc-based system. I believe it is disc-based anyway. Nintendo 64, Nintendo DS with little Yoshi. I freaking love Yoshi. Neo Geo, Nintendo Entertainment System, the original 8-bit NES. This is the this is like hacks and stuff. Open Beats of Rage, that stands for BOR. So that's just kind of like beat 'em ups and really good crazy ass games, to be honest. Just some arcade stuff. PC Engine, CD-ROM. Good God, that's old school. PCFX, PlayStation 1, PSP Minis. Screenshots, yeah, 32X, Mega CD. Oh, that's called the Sifami It's like a Nintendo based, I think it was Nintendo based, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, SNES, Supervision, TurboGrafx 16, Oozebox, Vector X, that's really old school. I'm sure I used to have a Vector X when I was really little. Virtual Boy. Wonder Swan is like a Japanese kind of like little Game Boy type thing. Similar in that they had the dot matrix and then the colour. It's the same thing. So that's a dot matrix, that was the colour. Sharp AX6800, never had one of them. Sinclair ZX Spectrum, badass. Shoot 'em ups, so these are just collections, and then that's all games collections, and you can see how many are on here. Yep. Because this also has two SD cards. It has a 500 gig SD card and then a secondary just operating system card as well. So arcade and favourites. So it's cool in that you can go through and select all your different favourites. So instead of having to go through 100 million things to find all your different games, you can just pop them all on here and change them, take them off, put them on, do what you want with them really. This is just what I was playing through some the other day and putting some on. And so yeah, favourites, and then this breaks it down into separate. So that's Arcade Acclaim, Arcade Atari. These are all different kind of like arcade based systems now. Arcade Capcom, Cave, Capcom 1, 2 and 3, Daphne, Gallico, Irem, there's Gallico, Arcade Kaneko, Konami, Midway. These are all just different arcade machines really, and arcade systems, just down to their name systems. So I mean, that's this dude that made this system was just. I did change it because originally it was on a massive spin wheel. All these different systems, there's just too much. It was just much easier to scroll through them this way. It's just freaking hundreds. So you can adjust that, and I could take these off if I wanted, just to see, say, Master System or whatever. 3DO systems, they're pretty cool. They're CD-based systems. The old school Atari 2600, 5200, 7200s, ColecoVision. What's that? Final Burn? Yeah, Final Burn Neo. And back to start again. So yeah, I just think they're so freaking cool. Absolutely love them. So you can use the shoulder buttons to scroll through, so you could just, it's just so many different things you do. So like I'm scrolling through this left and right through the different collections, see. So we're back to this Gameboy. Yeah, so we could load up. Should we load? I don't know what the freaking load. I don't know. God knows. Let's just go for something. There you go. Load that. It also has save states, PAL ships. God, what a crack. Anyway, yeah, the system itself I just love. It's just so cool. You can just sit on the sofa and play games, you know. It's laying bed playing games, you can just do what you want. So just save the game and come out of it like that. Just double pressing those two buttons brings me back. I could go into another game if I wanted. Come back out of this. Yeah. Shut it down like that. So yeah, just shut it down. Yes, please. There you go. So that is a bit of an in-depth view of the Anbernic 351V. There's the dual SD cards. I'm not going to mess about with the SD cards on these too much because this is all custom made. This particular one, custom build, ROMs and things. Normally myself, when I get these devices, because they are they're just they're Chinese devices, okay, and they send them with pretty crappy SD cards. So although the SD cards do have ROMs already on them, so that's perfect for people that haven't got any ROMs, any ROM libraries or anything. They can just use those ones. The problem with it is the way they number them and name them is they'll be like Sonic 1, like 1, Sonic 1, 2, Sonic 2, 3, Sonic 4, and it's not alphabetical. Have numbers in front of. Anyway, the crap SD cards, they fail, and so generally I buy brand new, better SD cards, name branded SD cards, and I'll flash and put the operating system brand new onto those and put my own ROM collections onto them, etc. But because it's a custom made, custom set out system by a known YouTuber, I thought I'll just leave it as it is. I got it for a decent price, and it's nice. I'm just going to grab actually the next one I'm just about to do a video on is this lady here, which is just a tad bigger than that, and it's like, gee whiz, you know, a bit bigger than my small ones. So I'm just about to do a video on this, but this was my favourite, and it is still very keen in my heart. It's comfortable to hold. I love the fact that the actual, because unlike these, see the difference in the back buttons, the shoulder buttons. I prefer this. It's weird. These systems, I'm not as keen on this style, although I haven't used this yet, and this is going to be very comfortable to hold. So, got a chunky ass. It's got a chunky ass. I am very keen on this. I do like this, so this may still remain one of my mainstays. But this is my new lady. Well, this one's Linux and this one's Android, so they're very different systems. Anyway, that's the end of the review for the audio overview for the